The fan blower on this Volkswagen Polo only works on the maximum setting of 4. In most cases, this is the result of a failed heater fan resistor, so let's get that replaced. In right-hand drive cars, this is located behind the glove box. Let's start by removing these 3 Torx T20 screws. You will need a T20 Torx bit. Links on where you can buy the parts and tools needed for this job are provided in the description below. Once they are out, remove the screws at the center rear and at the top right inside the glove box. For higher specification Polos, you may have the multimedia CD player here. You don't need to remove this. Next, remove the 2 screws from each end underneath the glove box. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Broken Fixed. With a trim removal tool, clip away this piece of trim. Pull out this metal clip. Next, by pulling on the door of the glove box, the entire glove box should come out. Disconnect the cold air flow pipe. If you don't have the CD player, you can put the glove box out of the way. But as we have it here, we need to unhook the electrical cable from the side, and this will allow us to move the glove box out of the footwell without removing the CD player. Carefully feed this cable out and move the glove box outside of the car. Now we need to remove this piece of sound insulation. It is cable tied in at both ends of the top, however you should still be able to pull it away. With that out of the way, we can now see where the resistor is fitted. It's in an awkward location, but you do have enough room to get your hand in. Looking at the new part, you can see there are 2 small clips both on the top and bottom, so this shows that if you use a flathead screwdriver and push up on the fitted resistor, it will pop out. Once you popped it out, you can reach in and feed the whole part out of the airbox. The space is tight, but if you lift it upwards and move it back, it will eventually come out. Here is the faulty part. Squeeze the electrical fitment and remove it. Compare the new part versus the old part to make sure they are the same. Links to both the genuine part and aftermarket budget part are provided in the links below. Plug in the electrical connector and ensure it's clipped in correctly on both sides. Now you need to feed this back into the airbox, ensuring it's fitted with the resistor sitting vertically. Once you manage to get that sat in place, push down on it until you hear it click into place. Make sure it's fitted correctly and not moving around. Now we put back the sound insulation. It originally was fitted with cable ties at the top, but these are not necessary as the glove box back holds it in place. Make sure to tuck it behind this piece of metal. Bring the glove box back into the footwell. Feed the cable for the multimedia CD player back in place and clip it back to the metal frame. Once that's in, lift the glove box up so you can reconnect the cold air feeder pipe. Lift the whole glove box back into place, and make sure the side trim clips in. This clip dropped out when I removed it, so I'm going to clip that back in now. Now, replace the metal clip here. Make sure the bottom left of the glove box sits on top of this piece of trim near the door. Now we replace the screw inside and at the top of the glove box. Let's clip this piece of trim back. The last part is to put back the two lower screws on each edge of the underside. With everything fitted, let's test the fan. It's all working. Job done.